Hello and welcome to the Arcade Show. This is the first episode of our Skycurser build. We're going to take this old Tekken 5 game right here and we're going to convert it into a brand new Skycurser game from a company called Griffin Aerotech. It's an arcade only shooting game and it promises to be awesome. So the kit is on its way, but we're going to prep this cabinet right away. I've already started a bit. I've taken all the coin doors out, and I've started cleaning out the inside of the cabinet here. This Tekken didn't have anything in it, so we got pretty much everything out. I got to remove some more wiring. As you can see, we got everything pretty well gutted, and a few more things to pick up there. I got the back panel right there. This is a prototype Tekken. If you look at the serial number, it's, if it'll zoom in, it's 50107, which means this is unit number 7. These were prototype builds. So there's a few issues with these cabinets, mainly being this control panel. The way this mounts on here is just got a couple of holes that go into this right here and that screws in, and that's really all that holds this panel on besides the upper panel screws into this. And out in the wild it proves not to be enough strength for people pushing on it. So the later builds will have a metal bar that comes underneath here that helps support the control panel, and this unit does not have that because it's a prototype. So what I've done is I've went to Menards and I've bought a couple of these pretty thick steel metal bracket thingamajigs, and we're going to bolt these underneath here to give the control panel a little bit more rigidity. So bolt those underneath there on both sides, 2 of them, and that's what the production cabinets had, something similar to that. So I've already gone through and painted a couple of those black right here. Yesterday I did this, so we're going to bolt these on the bottom, and hopefully you don't notice. So that's it. We're going to get this thing cleaned up, and we're going to try to get an LCD monitor in this unit. I'm going to try to put as big a monitor in here as possible to cover this hole. So we may even just get rid of this gray thing altogether and have one huge monitor. So after I'm going to start working on that, and then we'll hit up this control panel and redo it. Once we get the kit, we'll have the artwork and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to get started with today. We're going to continue breaking this cabinet down and getting it ready for the kit. We're going to remove this marquee. We're going to take the bulb out and put an LED strip in there for lighting. And then we're going to go through and remove these graphics from Tekken. Probably cover these card reader holes. Prep the coin door, stuff like that. I didn't have a second ticket door, so I stole one off of another game. Originally the Tekken 5 unit had a card dispenser and a bill acceptor spot, so that you put money on one side and it would dispense cards out the other for the machine. I actually have that dispenser. It's over here. I might use that for gift cards or something like that, a prize machine. So that's for another video. But today we're going to basically, tackle the monitor and the marquee and some of this graphic and cleanup stuff. And for the marquee, I'm going to remove this box, and I'm probably going to use the wiring that they used for the 110 volts. And we're going to tap that into a 12 volt power supply, which I have. I also have a brand new wiring JAMA harness for the game. Throw that in there. And back in my storage bin, I have a brand new switching power supply as well. So let's get started with this, and we'll start by replacing this marquee. We'll save this marquee. It's actually in really good shape. We'll save that for somebody who needs it. One other thing I want to remove is these speakers right here. I want to take these speakers out in case we need them. So, see how we do that. I got them bolted in like around this corner here with like little to no room to get in there, so I'm gonna have to use like a side open end wrench to kind of get around there. This gray thing doesn't come off either. On the newer versions of the game, it does come off, but on this one they have it riveted straight to this other piece, and that's not good either. So, all right, I got them off. As you can see, these are the two tiny little speakers that this cabinet has. Seems like sound was kind of an afterthought for this machine. That's it. There's no sub, there's no nothing. It's just these teensy little, they're not even prime speakers. So, I mean, they're 6 ohms. But they do kind of fit, like right over here. Like they just poked it. They kind of fit pretty nicely. So I guess maybe we could make some sort of speaker grill for this. Just have tiny little speakers on the front of it underneath the monitor. Yeah, I don't know. I was also thinking about getting maybe some car speakers that were kind of oval and that have a nice little grill to them and put them in. It's a little bit nicer, but I'll go and take a look at the store and see what they have for audio speakers for automobiles. I don't even know anymore. Be nice if there's a nice little oval one with a nice little awesome looking kind of grill to it. We do have to keep in mind that the control panel kind of comes to about here too. So I don't know. I think I have a speaker mesh from some defunct games we can use. If not, I can find some. So, all right. Well, we've got we got the marquee off now, and I've actually taken the light fluorescent light fixture off of it, and we just got it all bare now. I'm working on bending back some of this crookedness to it. We're just going to put a single LED strip in there, and then we're going to put a connector on that will connect to this wiring up here. I don't know if I'll keep this connector. Maybe we'll just use a connector like this with this 3-pin Molex. We only need 2 wires though. That's as far as we are. I haven't decided what type of monitor we want to use. We definitely have to get an LED flat panel television. The people that are making the board for us are giving us an HDMI output, and it seems to be, we'll see how that goes. It should be awesome. So we want to give this the biggest picture we can, because this is a new game, and we want it to appear like it's a new game, not that we built it in this garage here. So we have to give this illusion that this is a brand new game that has to compete with Jurassic Park and the new Batman game and Time Crisis 5 and stuff. So it really needs to have a larger monitor. So the only question is, how are we going to mount it, and will we have to take off this plastic bit here? If I can get one that fits the same height as this, and it's the depth can stick out or go in a little bit, I think we might be in business. And then we'll make up a rig in the back with a piece of wood that mounts to the original mounts that will mount the new monitor, and we'll have to make a piece of acrylic that will go over the new plexi, that will cover the new monitor to protect it from people, LCD TVs are. So we'll cut a piece of acrylic, we'll attach it to the front of the new television, and we'll go from there. So The question now we need to do is we need to obviously we just do a little bit of wiring for the light, but we need to get the monitor picked out. All right, I managed to get the front gray piece off. I ended up having to use a Dremel cutter and kind of just come in here sideways and shave off the rivet head, and then just pop it off from the front. That was the easiest way. I've also gone through and installed the mounts. If you can see them or not, I don't know. There they are. You can see they're installed. A bunch of garbage on here. And I actually went through and removed the sticker right away, which is actually one of the hardest things I had to do. I did find a monitor. I found this Vizio television. It happens to be a 43-inch. We got that over here. And the length of it from here to here matches perfectly with the opening that we have here. So now the next step is to mount that television on here, and then cut a piece of acrylic for it too, so that they don't damage it too easily. I think we're going to use these original mounts. As you can see here, where the monitor used to mount, right here, right here. So I don't know if I'm going to do crossbars and then vertical bars, or if I'm going to use a traditional wood plate. A wood plate usually just kind of goes in like this, you know, like so, and then you just mount the monitor to it. The problem with this is I really have to make it a little better so you can get in and get to the cables. I really want this to be serviceable. The wood plate works fine if you're coming in from the front, but when you're coming in from the back like this, it's kind of hard to get into the cabling. So I haven't decided which one of those I'm going to do, but we'll pick one and we'll get her installed. All right, there you can see we got the crossbars installed right there. We got lock nuts and washers on there. You see that? So now what I got to do is I got to cut this piece of metal here to go the long way, like so. And then let's hope this holds the TV. This piece is kind of flimsy, but all right, there we go. We got the two vertical mounts on. See it from the front. And we got them too tight. There's kind of a lot of flex in there. But we'll see. Really, we're just going to pull the TV into it. Worst case scenario, we cut a piece of wood to fill this. But we got pretty lucky that that television has a 8-inch Visa mount, 8 inches square. And we got lucky that this gives us 8 inches this way. I don't know about up and down yet, but we're going to put this TV on and see if it'll stay up there. And I'm still contemplating what to do about covering the front of it, but we'll get to that later. So let me see if we can get this TV installed on there, and we'll come right back. All right, there we go. We got the monitor installed. I haven't got the plexi on it yet, but I wanted to get it installed. As you can see, that's what it's sort of going to look like. It's going to be a mighty big picture. If you take a look around back, I had to do a slight modification to my original design. I had to use a bit of wood. Seemed to work out pretty good. So there's that, and now all we have to do is we'll glue that acrylic on the front. and see how that goes. I also wired up the unit to turn on automatically, and I covered the, I just kind of screwed a plate over the switch. Works pretty good. So that'll do it for today. When we come back, we'll get that acrylic piece cut, and actually have it cut already, but we'll glue that on. We'll start putting the control panel on. We'll make the blocking plates for the old card readers there. And so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this monitor off, do the acrylic, do the blocking plates while the monitor's off to make it easier, silicone that on there, seal it, clean it really good, and then put the control panel on. And that's pretty much all I'm going to start doing until I get the kit. So we're still waiting on the kit for this game, but hope you enjoyed the episode. This is the first episode of the Skycurser kit installation. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I try to make a video at least every week. Sometimes when it's busy in the summer, it's hard to get that done. But if you want to see anything, just go ahead and comment, and that should be it for this time. Thanks for watching.